Hey, what up, Comic Fam? It's Damien, your friendly neighborhood comic dad, back again this week with another monthly DCBS Comics unboxing. Let's get it! Alright guys, it's time for another DCBS unboxing. Lots of cool stuff this month. Let's get into it. Okay, from Dynamite, Space Ghost number 11. It's got one issue to go. This story's getting pretty intense. Lots of cool action. They kind of do like a Spider-Verse type vibe, where there's like variants on Space Ghost and some of the other characters in this book. Pretty fun stuff. Okay, then we got number 4 of Thundar the Barbarian. And this is again by Jason Aaron. And it's been a solid read also. Pretty fun, lots of good action in it. Artwork's phenomenal. All right, then some more Thundercats and Silverhawks event action. We got, this is part 4 of 15. Great Perillo cover. And then next up is Mumbra, the Ever Living, number 2. Part 5, it's real small on the bottom there, the part. Sorry about the glare. And this is pretty much the origin story of Mumbra. Been pretty good. Okay, then we got number 2 of Thunderhawks. And this is part 6 of the event. And what's cool about this is all the titles are pretty much just one story per title. They're not really intermingling too much. Pretty good stuff. Okay, and then from American Mythology, I got this from the DCBS Deep Discount section. Fright Night, Evil Ed's Return. It's pretty cool. It's got a homage cover to Tomb of Dracula number 10, First Blade. I'll throw it up there for you guys to check out. Not sure if this is a one-shot or not, but excited to check it out. Okay, next up we got DC. These are for E. Got the Sonic and DC crossover event. This is issue 1. Pretty sick cover. This is cover C, I think. Got a couple different covers for E. Here's cover D. And then we got number 2. I think this is just a regular cover. Okay, now we got another issue of Green Lantern number 35. And it continues the Kyle Rayner storyline. Okay, next up is Green Lantern Corps number 16. This storyline has been pretty good. It's got Aya from the cartoon. She's getting integrated into the continuity. Pretty much since this series began, it's been pretty good. All right, then we got another Green Lantern title. This is a one-shot, Tales of the Green Lantern Corps, featuring Guy Gardner. And this one, I believe, is written by Jerry Duggan. He's a pretty good writer over at Marvel. Can't wait to check this out. Okay, next up is the DC Next Level titles. Deathstroke, the Terminator number 3. Awesome cover there. Taking on the Suicide Squad. This, I highly recommend, guys, if you want some good high-impact action and really fast-paced storytelling. It's kind of like a John Wick movie. It's just really moving at a pretty good pace. I recommend this book. Yeah, written by Tony Fleece and just killer artwork. Again, highly recommend, guys. Okay, then we got number 3 of Lobo, and this one's written by Scotty Young. These have been pretty good. Lots of little funny moments in every issue so far. Okay, next up is Marvel. And we got the 4th issue of Godzilla Infinity War. That's an awesome cover there. And these ones are written by Jim Duggan also. Sorry about the glare. I got to track down number 1 on this one. And we also got the 5th issue, 5th and final issue of the event. And these covers are just cool by Ken Lashley. Okay, next up is 4th issue of Deadly Hands of Kunlun. And this focuses on the new Iron Fist mainly. But it also has Danny Rand in it and the little Iron Fist prodigy Pi, who's like a student in the martial arts of Kunlun. But they also got like White Foxes in there now, Daredevil's in there, Karnak. It's getting a little cluttered. But it's only got another issue to go. It's been all right. Okay, number 2, can't wait to check this one out. Number 1 was good. Daredevil number 2 by Stephanie Phillips and Lee Gabbert. Great cover there. First issue introduced a new mysterious villain for Daredevil. It's been good. Okay, next up we have Benjamin Percy's Punisher. And these have been solid from the get. Pretty much continues from the Red Band storyline. And yeah, these have been good reads. Okay, then we have another awesome issue of Mortal Thor. Alex Ross, goodness for the cover. And this is another title I would recommend to anyone wanting to get into Thor. It's pretty much just starts off with Thor on Earth, depowered with no memory of who he is. And it's just like a long mystery going throughout the issues. It's pretty good. All right, on to the mutant part of the Marvel Universe. We got Generation X-23, number 4. And this title is just introducing new characters left and right. Like every issue, there's like 1 or 2 new characters. And again, this one's pretty action-packed too. Another pretty solid title from Marvel. Then we got number 5 of Inglorious X-Force. And this one's mainly focusing on Cable, trying to solve a mystery of the assassination of a future president. And one of the suspects is on the X-Force team. And he's trying to figure out which one it is. Pretty interesting story so far. Okay, up next is Wolverine Weapons of Armageddon, written by Chip Zdarsky. And this is the 4th and final issue of this miniseries, leading to the Avengers Armageddon event coming up pretty soon. This has been pretty entertaining, a little slow, but there's a couple new character appearances in this storyline, and I'm kind of excited to see where it goes. I'll probably pick up the Avengers event in trade. Okay, newest issue of Wolverine, number 20. Another killer Dan Panosian cover. And this story's been pretty crazy. Something major happens to Wolverine last issue, and I can't wait to see what the ramifications are in this one. Good reading here. Okay, then we have a one-shot of What If. And this one's X-Men related. This one is What If Cyclops Stayed with Madeline Pryor? I'm guessing this has something to do with Inferno. Yeah, a lot of these What If stories are a trip. All right, next up is the pretty entertaining X-Men of Apocalypse, written by Jeff Loeb. And this is like a certain team of mutants from the Age of Apocalypse event are going through alternate timelines trying to seek out the M-Cron crystal. And in the Age of Apocalypse reality, Rogue married Magneto instead of hooking up with Gambit. Gambit's a member of the Age of Apocalypse team going through different time eras in the regular Marvel Universe continuity, and he's trying to hook up with a version of Rogue in the Savage Land. Pretty trippy. One more issue to go on that one. Okay, this I'm pretty pumped for. It's X-Men 97 Season 2, number 1. And I guess this is going to be a 3 or 4 part miniseries leading into the animated Season 2 coming up in about a month on Disney+. Can't wait to check that one out. Okay, then we got the 3rd issue of X-Men United by Eve Ewing. And this just is like a rotating cast of X-Men characters. The last couple issues have dealt with Captain America. Good stuff. Getting into the X-Men main titles, we got X-Men 29. And this is part of Danger Room, part 4. Pretty cool cover. And then number 30, that's awesome too. Tony Daniel. And this is Danger Room Part 5. Yeah, this X-Men team features a pretty unique roster. You got Juggernaut, Magic, Kid Omega, Beast, Cyclops, Psylocke, and a couple newer characters. Pretty decent. Okay, and then Uncanny X-Men number 28. Written by Gail Simone. And it's just the best X title going right now. And we also have number 29. Got some New Mutant action going on. All right, got a couple Marvel foil facsimiles. We got number 3 of Silver Surfer. Oh, that's pretty wicked glare there. You guys can see that too good. That's not too bad. And this one's cool. It's got the very first appearance of Mephisto. And yeah, just these foil covers are awesome. And then we got number 1 of the JLA Avengers crossover, foil facsimile by George Perez and Kurt Busiek. And they're going to put out every single issue once a month in foil. Going to grab all those. And then we got another issue of Comics the Magazine, number 3. And this is kind of like for you old school collectors, like Wizard the Magazine. The first couple issues have been pretty decent, pretty informative. If you guys haven't checked it out, I recommend it. Okay, next up is my collect editions. Got a few here. Star Wars, Dr. Aphra, Chaos Agent. And this is volume 1. I'm not sure if there's miniseries and ongoing. I haven't heard of any of the people on the creative team on this one. Kind of curious to check this out. But Dr. Aphra is a pretty cool original character that Marvel came up with, so I'm kind of pumped to read this one. There's the back cover on that. And this collects, again, the first 5 issues. Okay, then another Star Wars trade. This is Star Wars Out of Darkness. And this one collects 1 through 10 of the newest Star Wars volume, and also Free Comic Book Day from 2005. Great Phil Noto cover. I think this is, let's see, Alex Segura writes this one. And you have a cool cast of artists involved in this volume. You got Phil Noto, Pete Woods, Luke Ross, and Chris Sotomayor. Yeah, if you guys are Star Wars fans, Marvel really does a pretty good job of putting out some good Star Wars content that's pretty much self-contained. I haven't really been burned by any of these stories. Good stuff. Okay, then I have a couple of image trades. We got G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. And again, this continues the original continuity from Marvel. Written by Larry Hama. Cool Kubrick cover there. And these have been really entertaining. And then next up, I've been waiting to read this. This is the Robert Kirkman era of Transformers begins, where he actually writes the stories, and it's Dan Mora does the artwork. And this collects numbers 25 through 30 of the ongoing Transformers series. Awesome, that cover there. And yeah, pretty much all these Energon Universe titles are really cool. Great action, fast-paced storytelling, really reader-friendly. Check it out, guys. All right, on to my brother Dan's haul for this month. From Dynamite, he's got Thundar number 4. And then Ben 10 number 1, that's kind of cool. Okay, from DC, he's got number 17 of Emperor Aquaman, great cover. Black Manta. Number 9 of Batman by Matt Fraction. And Jorge Jimenez does the art. What up, Bucky? And we also got number 10. Great covers on this series. What's up, Bucks? What you doing? Say hey, Bucks. Say hey, Bucky. Okay. She's camera shy. Okay, then he's got number 3 of Deathstroke also. Okay, next up is the second issue of Fury of Firestorm from Next Level. Great underrated character from DC. That's written by Jeff Lemire. Should be pretty good. Number 3 of Lobo. Okay, next up, Dan's got some foil facsimiles from DC. Action number 583. And this is the last issue of the original Action volume, written by Alan Moore from Swamp Thing and Watchmen fame, among other great stories. And he's got Justice League number 75. That's kind of a cool cover. Old school Murphy Anderson art. And speaking of Alan Moore, here's Saga of Swamp Thing number 21. Great cover there. Real early Alan Moore DC work. Okay, next up is a foil facsimile of Batman number 244. Kind of hard to see these with the lighting. That's the Neil Adams cover there. Classic Ra's al Ghul story. And then the 4th and final issue of Dark Knight Returns. Classic Frank Miller. Recommend this story if you guys haven't checked it out. One of the best Batman stories. It's only 4 issues long. It's been collected numerous times. If you guys want to get it affordably, there's a DC Compact for only $10. Okay, here's Dan's Marvel Comics for this month. Daredevil number 2. Awesome cover. He's got number 5 of Iron Man. These are by Josh Williamson. And Ryan Stegman's killing on the covers. Also number 6, Spidey. He's got number 4 of Punisher. And he also got the full facsimile first appearance of Mephisto. And it's cool. They're going to reprint the entire Silver Surfer original series once a month in foil. We're there for all that. Okay, next up is Dion's Image titles. He's got G.I. Joe Real American Hero number 328. Is that another Lee Weeks cover? Yeah, Lee Weeks. Energon Universe 2026 special. They had put out a free comic day edition of this. I wonder if this one has some extra content in it. They're bringing Mask into the universe. Should be pretty good. Then we got G.I. Joe, the current series, number 22. I forget that character's name. He's a covert agent. Josh Williamson's writing this one too. This has been pretty solid from the get. All right, then we got number 32 of Transformers by Robert Kirkman. Awesome cover there, Soundwave by DNA. And Dion also got Comics Magazine number 3. Okay, next up, Dion has 2 collected editions this month. 2 Marvel Epic collections. This is number 13 of Amazing Spider-Man. Nothing Can Stop the Juggernaut. And this was just great classic stories by Roger Stern, and John Romita Jr. did most of the artwork. And this 2-parter with Juggernaut was like one of the very first Spider-Man comics I ever read growing up. and it's just great. And you also get the introduction of Hobgoblin, another major popular Spider-Man villain. And this collects from 1982 to 1983. Amazing Spider-Man number 224 to 241 and annual 16. And then finally we got Marvel Epic Collection Incredible Hulk. This is volume 11. And this collects from 1981 to 1983. Incredible Hulk issues 263 to 279, annuals 10, 11, and Incredible Hulk vs. Quasimodo one-shot. And that's just an awesome Mel Milgram cover. Sasquatch, Wendigo, and Hulk. There's also, I think that's the second appearance of Rocket Raccoon, too. Here's the back cover of that. High Evolutionary. Yeah, once again, if you guys are interested in checking out Marvel characters at a pretty good price, the Marvel Epic Collections are the way to go. All right, that's it for the haul this month, guys. And just a reminder on the 100 subscriber giveaway, as a thank you, I'm giving out 5 to 6 comics in one box to one lucky subscriber. We got the X-Men Fall of X Hellfire Gala one-shot with a great Jason Scott Campbell cover. It's the first book I revealed. Then the second book's going to be Absolute Green Arrow number 1, and this is the sketch cover. And what's cool is underneath this cover, when you open it up, it's the A cover inside. And this number 1's been getting some pretty good fan reaction. Hope you guys dig it. And I'll be announcing books slowly as we get up to the 100 subscriber mark. And it's just a way of saying thank you, guys, for sticking with me on the channel. Hope you guys are digging the content, really having fun putting out these episodes. Really digging sharing my love of the hobby with you guys. And that's going to do it for this week, guys. Once again, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.